Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan. Today we're doing an episode of Hot and Cold. This is a video series I like to do where I talk about the best and worst music I heard over the past week. The hot being the best, the worst being the cold. We've done enough of these at this point, so you should know what it is. But for those of you who are new, welcome aboard. I just like to talk about what is new, what is hot, what is cold, and what is bumping in the industry. For this episode, we'll be talking about any songs put out between May 19th and 25th, 2019. Without further ado, let's get into the hot tracks, also known as the best of the week. First up, if you love Billy Talent, you'll most likely be enjoying this new Alexisonfire single, Complicit. Alexisonfire are a Canadian post-hardcore punk rock band. This new one from them isn't as good as Familiar Drugs, the other single that they put out earlier this year in my opinion. But you know what, this new single is enough to entice me. There's lots of pounding drums, there's an interesting production choice with having a car horn in the chorus, and Dallas Green and George Pettit, they complement each other as well as they always do, and Dallas sounds a lot angrier than he usually does, but then again, anything compared to what he puts out with City and Color is bound to be full of more angst and raw energy. Moving on from there, Hollerado put out their newest single, another Canadian group. This new one from them is called Time on Earth. I love the pulsating synthesizers on this song. I think the production is super clean and tight. I think this new album from Hollerado might outdo what their last record was, at least production-wise, and if they keep putting out catchy songs like they have been doing with the singles, I can't see why this album in general can't be better than their last one overall. So yeah, loving that new Hollerado single, and wrapping up this week with the hot tracks. We only got 3 here, and this one's from another Canadian artist, believe it or not. I know, how selfish of me, I am Canadian after all, but we gotta give some love to Ryan Hemsworth on his new single, Machine Manners. The production on this is amazing, and the beat reminds me of something like Flume would do. Just a great electronic song. It's going to pump anyone up for a big game, preparing for a big moment possibly, and what better way to listen to it than now, because we have the NBA Finals starting with the Toronto Raptors, so yeah. Let's go Raptors. Moving on to the middle of the road tracks of this week. These are songs that I think are okay. They weren't the best, they weren't the worst. They're just fine, and this new one that I am first going to talk about here is called Cross Me by Ed Sheeran, featuring Chance the Rapper and PNB Rock. This one's weird, it caught me off guard. We get some ambient synth work in the background. It almost sounds like we're getting a little bit of Drake influence with Noah Shabib behind the soundboard. But no, it's Fred Gibson, the same producer that produced the last song from Ed Sheeran that was a collaboration with Justin Bieber. I don't care. And yeah, I didn't really care about that last song, but this new one I think is a little bit better, and enough to be a middle-of-the-road track, not as cold as that last one. Chance's lyricism on here, it's funny at times, I guess, but mostly I think it stays safe. Like, the song in general doesn't really push any boundaries, and the song overall, it's fine, it's catchy, the melody is catchy. Again, I just don't see this Ed Sheeran project, this collaboration project of his, I don't really see it being something memorable past the summer. Next up, we have the most Charlie Puth song I've ever heard that doesn't actually have Charlie Puth on the song. This one is by 5 Seconds of Summer. This one is entitled Easier. I would have loved this song if it just wasn't so influenced by Charlie Puth. Like, the vocal performance just sounds like him dead on. And then yeah, the production, the quality feels like it's lacking a bit. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a lower quality Charlie Puth song. I will give kudos to the melody though, it is catchy. Yeah. Moving on from there, Travis Scott and J. Cole teamed up to be features on the new Young Thug single, The London, and J. Cole and Travis Scott definitely steal the show on this one. J. Cole mixes up his flow very well. The auto-tune sounds amazing. I never thought I was ever going to compliment that. I mean, I do like Kanye when he uses auto-tune tastefully, and I do like other rappers when they use it to their strengths, but this one, nice addition here. Travis Scott sounds good on the chorus, though it would have been nice to hear him drop a few bars. It is kind of hard to squeeze him in there with the other 2 rappers on the track already. But yeah, as far as the quality goes, I feel like Young Thug is the weakest on this track. His vocal range is extremely limited, and it feels like he's stretching it a little too far for what his comfort zone is on this song. And wrapping up my thoughts here on this collaboration, I feel like the beat is alright, I just feel like the hi-hats are mixed a tad too loudly. Wrapping up Hot and Cold for this week, we are going to discuss some cold tracks, definitely the worst I heard over the past week. We're continuing with another song that features J. Cole. This one is a Dolla sign, and it's called Purple Emoji. And my thoughts on this one, J. Cole, I just feel like he's way too one-dimensional. I complimented him on how he switches up his flow on the previous track. But yeah, this one, it's just him using the same staccato triplet rhythm, and he's done that so much over the past couple years, and I think he's got a lot more to show than that. So I'm just encouraging J. Cole to open up and diversify his flows. Next up, we have a new Youngblood single. This one is called Parents, and the hook on this one is really underwhelming, and the aesthetic is corny as hell. It's just a super awkward song. And wrapping up this week, we have a new single from Dan Mangan. This one's called Love You Madly. It's another slow burner from Dan. It sounds like he's never going to wake up behind the microphone at this point. He just sounds so bored. And I feel like the instrumental performances kind of wear off because of that as well. So yeah, the song's really hard to listen to. There's Hot and Cold for this week. Thank you very much for joining. Sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of these songs. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. I'll catch you next time. And as always, have a rockin' day.